Hi, we are live now on Ping Talk series. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ping. I am the host of Ping Talk series. Okay, we wish to connect businesses and people, and thus we invite speakers of various trades to talk about what they do, especially behind the scene that we may not know. So interesting incidents or people that they have come across, and of course to share about their knowledge and experience in their specific trade. So I'm happy to have Master Koo to be on my show today. Thank you, Master Koo, to have your precious time to spend with me tonight.
Thank you, Ping. Thank you for the invite. Very happy tonight. Yeah, to be.
Okay, so
Yeah.
to before we let Master Koo to to talk more about his trade, let me just formally introduce Master Koo. Okay, so Master Koo is a graduate of this ZiWei Feng Shui Academy, situated in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So since then, he has been a practitioner of ZiWei Metaphysics, and as a strong believer of lifelong learning, Master Koo progressed into acquiring additional skills in the Chinese Metaphysics of I-Ching, known as the Book of Changes. So Master Koo is also a founding member of the Nanyang I-Ching Association, aiming to spread the amazing wisdom of Chinese history far and wide across the globe. So Master Koo has, through the years, built his fans base stretching across the region, covering Malaysia, Indonesia, China, Philippines, Vietnam, and more. So he has actually helped countless clients to uncover their destiny and architect their future. So Master Koo's consulting method works first on establishing a platform of forward vision of live events. Okay, I would like to really know more about that as well. Okay, and thereafter, fine tuning the paths to bring about a more enriching destiny. He aspires to help to make the golden decades happen for his clients and make good each destiny. So, welcome again, Master Koo.
Thank you. Thank you, Ping.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Okay,
And
so Master Koo, I think first of all, I think I really wanted to ask this because you have called yourself a destiny architect, you know, other than like what usual people actually calls about like feng shui master kind of stuff. Yeah, so maybe you can start with really sharing about why do you call yourself the destiny architect,
okay. Yeah. Thank you, Ping, for asking that question. Um, I wanted to be different. I didn't want to be a traditional feng shui master. It
Okay.
makes me it sound very old when people say that I'm hey Mr. So and so, a feng shui master. So I think
Mm,
I am modern. I like to be modern. I
mm,
like to be forward. I like to be blending into the new environment, the existing environment that we are living in. Okay,
mm,
now, okay, this time of the world, so called. So I thought that a destiny architect would be a special name because it deals with our destiny, and
mm.
it is about architecting our destiny that can enhance our lives so that we can live life happy.
Mm. Okay. Sometimes when people talk about this, like feng shui stuff, right? I mean, they, I mean, somehow maybe some people may think like there could be some element of like superstitious kind of stuff. I mean, what do you think about that? Yeah.
Yeah. I think the foundation of the ancient wisdom in China has come a long way since
Mm,
like what 4,000 as early as 4,000 years ago, When I-Ching was founded, there were actually no religion involved. It was purely, all right, in Chinese, we call Tao. Tao is about philosophy. And then slowly it involves astronomy, where we need to look at the sun and the stars in order to know time. Because before clock was invented, right, there's no way to tell time except for looking at the movement and behavior of the sun and the stars. So that's
mm,
where it all started, all right? They call it the heavens and the earth, which is, all right, the sky up there, far up there, which is a universe, and earth itself.
mm,
So that was how it started. And slowly, when I Ching involves and also the so-called the civilization of China, and
mm,
then religion and strong beliefs were brought in. So at this moment, we may be saying and hearing things that are the mixture of the real history of
mm,
China plus beliefs, that is passed down from our ancestors and our elders.
mm. Okay. So when earlier on when you were saying about like you yourself being a modern person, I mean of course feng shui has a very very long history, in China kind of stuff. So in that aspects, can you elaborate a little bit more on how you actually integrate this traditional principle with this modern context that you
Okay.
were pitching on? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for asking that question. I think part of being modern is to be science driven. We are living in an age where most of the things can be proven by science and can be explained through science. So this is the first approach I think I want to insist in the way I practice my techniques, right, of I Ching.
Mm,
Basically, I go to English schools, and I thank my dad for that. And from there, I developed interest actually in science like biology and physics. And in fact, I
mm,
was never a believer until I am 53 years old. So I live half a decade, not a decade, sorry, half a
I
century.
was angry.
Yeah, yes, being a non believer until someone has proven me how much
Mm,
science there are
mm,
behind Chinese metaphysics. So this is the part that I want to stress that being modern is about
mm,
insisting in science. So my practice is very science based. I rarely would go into strong beliefs, like employing mirrors, like encouraging talisman, and even buying. They call it in Chinese. We call it the pixiu, yeah, or putting precious stones, okay, as ornaments. So, in fact, I do not use this in my practices. All right, so I would just work on two things. Right, science
mm.
is basically energy, right? Energy revolves around us 24/7. Energy starts with the universe and it goes down to human and it goes down to space. So these are the very basic things I feel represents modern.
Okay, so you are saying that like so basically your approach is not so much about really buying those ornaments kind of
Yeah,
stuff, lah, but rather looking at the other aspects of like space, energy kind of stuff.
yeah,
Okay, I mean that's quite interesting because yeah, I mean friends will always says about like looking for a feng shui master will usually will comes with the need to purchase some items kind of stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Well, yeah, there are people that shared this with me. So
mm,
I asked them that question. So how does this item work for you? So far, I get mixed answers and mixed feelings. So for people out there that are still thinking, do feng shui masters always do that? No, not necessarily. Yeah, a person like me, I don't.
mm,
I would go into the approach of the human energy, who lives with you, who are close to you, and
Mm,
who work regularly with you. So these are the human energy that will
mm,
impact our life. So this is the most important basic foundation of I-Ching or destiny reading. Then we
mm,
go into space energy. Where do you live? Where's your door entrance? And how does energy work within our residence and our workplace? So this, in combination with the human energy and through time, all right, our destiny will be different 10 years ago and 10 years after, or even between this year and next year. So it is time and energy, basically, that will impact our destiny.
mm. So with this kind of modern approach, I mean, so far have you like I'm kind of keen to know like have you seen like a like a more younger people believing in this kind of like a feng shui stuff, and then looking at like improving their life through this destiny reading kind of stuff. I mean, is that the kind of trend that you're seeing, or is still the the senior people that are still looking at that.
Well, if I were to consolidate all the clients that I have been consulting, I think it is a 50-50.
Mm,
50% of my clients can be as young as people that are still studying in the university. They're
oh, okay,
undergraduates, and they are
okay.
very interested to know uh, what the future lies. Yes, because they were like very interested in some of the trades. It could be things that they weren't studying at that time, at a point in time when they
Mm,
consulted me. So they wanted to know if they were to spend more time or even take up a part-time job and start from there and slowly gain the experience. Would it be the right industry for them?
mm,
I have students, undergraduates as young as 21 and 22 coming
mm,
and literally pay me to tell them, okay, what industry is good for them, and how should they go forward to chase the dreams of a good career and good wealth.
mm.
Yes, and then
Okay.
the rest are more like in the late 20s. I have a lot of clients in the late 20s,
Mm.
also in the early 40s, and in fact, late 50s. I get a lower percentage, surprisingly.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can say that, yeah, my crowd, yeah, the crowd is generally younger. So surprisingly, youngsters are into metaphysics.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Maybe
it's a
the seniors already kind of like uh probably other than those seniors who are in the trade or like doing business kind of thing, maybe the rest is kind of like a retirement really. They don't really think so much about what exactly is going to happen, just being keeping healthy.
Yes, health is one area that they are
Mm,
interested in. Yeah, especially
okay.
people that are 50 and beyond. I also notice that they are very interested to look into the wealth because at that stage they could have accumulated enough wealth, and they want to use the money that they have, especially the savings, and they want to multiply them in folds, like going into an investment, and they want to know if this is the right time for them. So I do get a lot of my clients who are aiming, yeah, to multiply their wealth.
uh, so I
Yes.
guess you will sometimes get some weird question about like whether you can predict like the 4D number or something like that. I guess.
Yes,
Will you
yes,
get the
yes. I
kind of
do. I
question?
do.
Huh? You
I
do?
do. I do. I get a lot. I get a lot. Yeah, I have clients
Okay. So what's
because
the usual response that you give to them? I'm keen to know.
okay, I tell you why I get a lot because in my consultation, so-called unique selling point,
Mm,
I would allow my client to come back to me after the first consultation, right?
mm,
For whenever they text me for advice, is free for life. I will only charge them for the first time. So with that advantage, they would want to text me for anything that comes into their mind. So part of it will be, hey, master, can you tell me whether I will strike Toto this coming Monday and this coming Thursday? And some would even ask me, hey, would you be able to give me some golden numbers that I can consider? Yes, I do. I do get that a lot from my clients.
Ah.
Some of them, I will tell them that the accuracy of Chinese metaphysics, when it
Mm.
comes to gambling, in general, I would say that it can be 70% accurate, but it will never be 100%. Yeah, because
But
it deals
70%
with
is quite high probability already.
yeah, but on the condition that this person's destiny carries a windfall luck formula. So this person must have windfall luck that actually present, that the windfall luck is present in the destiny of this person's life chart. And then
Mm,
if at the appropriate time, yeah, the success rate can be 70, as high as 70%.
mm, mm.
Yes.
So earlier on, you were saying about this. I wanted to re-clarify on that part. Is that like you were saying that like if any of anyone who actually pays you to get their destiny read, as a pay you to do that, and subsequently actually is going to be like a free session for them if
Yeah. Yes.
for general consultation, is it?
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
okay, that's.
The reason why I do this is because I strongly believe that if we want to indulge in Chinese metaphysics to really use it as a tool, okay, as I call it the life GPS, all
Mm,
right, to for us to track our future that has not yet arrived, and with that advanced information, we use it to enhance our life. If we want to do that effectively, then it is just not one consultation and period, full stop. It would not help,
mm,
right? Because first and foremost, every client that consults me, the moment we are apart after the end of the consultation, after a
mm,
day, this client might have forgotten what we discussed. 50% would probably
mm,
be forgotten, and within a week, it's only left with 20%. And you will realize that after like
mm,
half a month, this client would have difficulty recalling, right, what was being discussed. So I think Chinese metaphysics is obviously accurate and obviously useful. So how it can be used effectively is constant engagement between the master and the client. So that's the
mm,
reason why I encourage my client to ask me questions for new life developments. And I want to give it free because this is the only way to encourage and to spread this practice and this so-called the golden tool to help people succeed. And I would love to see my clients succeed.
well, I mean, that's kind of new to me. I mean, of course, I'm not in this area, but good to hear what the kind of approach that you are going towards in, and I think that good for the clients that's coming to you.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. So it's about understanding each other. That client has to be comfortable with me as the master,
Mm,
because when we talk about things that actually involves a destiny, it involves a lot of things that people might feel very sensitive to disclose. All right, so I have
yeah.
to establish
Okay.
that comfort level. Yeah. So one of
Mm,
the thing is to open up my availability for my client to have access of my time, and I'm happily doing that because I believe that only through this, okay, we can see more results about how a person's life can be enhanced over time.
mm. Okay, that's okay. Understand. So, Master Ku, I think you have probably already like see all this countless client kind of stuff, right? Yeah. So, uh, maybe you'd like to maybe share maybe one particular incident or person that you have that you feel that is interesting to share in this show about maybe in a sense that maybe interesting or maybe a big impact that you have made on someone, yeah, that you like to share
Okay,
about.
yeah, I think people are very interested to know, hey, how accurate this feng shui master is, right? in
Yeah.
terms of predicting someone's future. So I have quite a bit of clients that I tell them things in advance, like especially people close to me. I have Swan brothers who consult me many years after I got into practice. Right, initially they were skeptic about this, and then slowly, yeah, they try. So I remember I told one of my Swan brother, hey bro, hey, be careful of your health. I told him. When he consulted me, it was near Chinese New Year, about this time, right? Shortly before Chinese New Year. So I told him, hey, bro, be careful of your health. I see that in a month of May, all right, the
Mm-hmm.
Gregorian calendar May, something might be happening to your health, especially your digestive system. So
Mm.
he dismissed that. I got no problem. My health is perfect, bro. Don't worry. So okay, so I said it anyway. I saw it in your chart, right? So I want to
Mm.
remind you. I remember meeting him somewhere in September, and that is where he came back and he told me that, hey, what you told me really happened. He ate something, and he got some complications with his stomach, and he got hospitalized for 3 days, and that
Mm.
was
Wow.
exactly happening in that month. I told him. So this is
Uh,
one. In the pandemic, there are people that went jobless, correct? A retrenchment, they
yeah.
suddenly lost their job, so they panicked. They need to feed the family. So I have this particular client that came to me. So when I saw his chart, I told him that you will get your job in October. So interestingly, what happened was he found a job somewhere in August. So
Mm.
he came back because I gave him the free channel to text me, right? So he
Yeah.
texted me for advice. Hey, Master, you told me that I will only get my job in October. Yes, I applied for this job that I always wanted, but they didn't come back to me. But this one, they came back to me, but I will be starting in August. Is it okay for me to go ahead and start?
Mm.
So you know what I told him? I told him go ahead and get into this job because you have no confirmation that the other job will come and give you a confirmation and want to recruit you. So best is, since you are desperate for income, go for it first. And what happened was, true enough, this job that he took didn't last. And then the other one that he was waiting and was hoping to get and came back to him. And
And ready in
ultimately,
October?
yes, it was in October. He started work
Wow.
in October with his dream job. Yeah. So this is something in destiny. Sometimes it is so interesting that we have to trust and to believe, because when things are written in our destiny charts,
Mm.
usually it will happen. All right.
Yeah.
And the interesting part is that when it happens, is it oh no, oops, so this thing is bad for me, it happens, must
Mm.
I just live through it, or there are other avenues that we can think of to work around it? And the answer would be yes, there's are
Yeah.
always
So
solutions.
yeah. So Master Koo, actually, there was actually two questions that came from the audience. I and but I think maybe since you are touching on this topic, I think maybe you can talk about this. Is that like he was asking like is it possible for someone to be able to change his own destiny? I mean, based on maybe what you have read, but is there something that he can change for the better kind of stuff? Yeah, you would like to touch on
Okay.
this?
Okay, I would say that a destiny is pre-written from the time we step foot on earth. That is when the time we are born and we come into this world. So this is pre-written. So this is like carrying a map. If we carry a Singapore map to move around, if you want to shift the CTE to flow from this direction to the other, is practically not possible. But what is possible is that the CTE leads to the destination you want to go to. Am I correct? We have always a start point and an end point. So instead of choosing CTE, you can choose smaller roads to end up in another major road, and eventually you still get to your destination, right? So as destiny architect or feng shui master, I am the life GPS. I will tell you that, hey, there's a big jam in CTE. So would you want to reroute? So just like what a GPS would do, right? So I would tell my client that, hey, this if you were to take this direction, this route, you will end up having obstacles and having a lot of challenges. But you can have an opportunity to take an alternative route, but you will still get to your destination. So this is what I do. And this is the alternative solutions that potentially can enhance a person's life. He will
Mm.
get to the destination, but using a different route, and which I will be able and be capable of pointing it out. So that is where I'm looking at the future of this person in order to tell him or her that information.
Okay, okay. So the destination will be more or less there, but of course the different routes on how they're going to reach there is something that's your expertise is able to advise them on
Correct.
that part.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
It's just
that's
like another simple analogy. Okay, 1 + 1 = 2, right? But
yeah.
that is not only the answer to get 2. Okay, 3 minus 1 is equals to 2. 2. So if one person is stuck with the method of getting the answer 2 because this person only know 1 + 1. So as a destiny architect, I will open up the possibility of getting this person to think about what about 3 minus 1? Okay, what about 10 minus 8? Okay,
Mm,
you will still get 2. So the answer is think of other possibilities. But when we talk about thinking of other possibilities, we have to know and have enough information at hand to let us have the option. That is the part where I will throw the light, okay, and tell my client that, hey, actually your destiny has other solutions for you, all right, to reach your
mm.
destinations in life. Yeah, so that's basically my role.
Oh, okay, that's a very interesting perspective. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think Master Koo, I mean, beside having to meet the clients, to talk about their destiny, I'm quite sure that you also do quite a lot on businesses, offices, in terms of the feng shui as well, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So how about like those people who are like are interested, to know more about metaphysics, or maybe even think about like having being a feng shui as like a career kind of stuff. Do you kind of like train people on that
I
aspects?
do.
Because I saw that you
Yeah.
were like a some academy, association kind of stuff.
Okay. Yes. I conduct courses online and physical, and effectively, I'm bilingual. So I can conduct a course in full Chinese and also in full English. Yeah. So
Mm,
especially for those which are not very Chinese inclined, they can equally be good. Okay, as a practitioner in Chinese metaphysics using only pure English. It is possible.
mm,
Yes, so that is something I do. The feng shui audit that I conduct, usually I realize that people that engage me, especially people nowadays, they don't like to have too many things at home, and they always feedback to me that feng shui masters will encourage them to put a lot of things at home. So this
mm,
is something that I do not do as well. I would not encourage my client to change the color of the walls so that it doesn't match and it looks very awkward because these colors suits them. Yeah, right. I will go along with the aesthetic look, okay, of the house of my clients, and I will think of ways, all right, to play along so that I maintain the aesthetic looks. Because living in a house and having the harmonial effect of staying in a house is the most important thing about a feng shui.
mm,
Feng Shui is not about the arty-farty thing. One side of the wall is red, blood red. The other side, the water is ocean blue. All right, you will faint. If the Feng Shui master tells you that. So it's about how to use the colors appropriately, so that the client feels comfortable and feels at
mm,
ease staying at home. So this is the basic foundation of Feng Shui, right? This number one. And number two is that feng shui comes and started with this element called nature, right? They call the sky and the earth. These are all nature.
mm,
So any solutions that I employ are all natural stuff, like live plants, like moving water. Like you can have a fish tank with fishes or fish tank without fishes, so long as there's a water pump, or have a very simple feng shui fountain that blends with the aesthetic look of the house. All right, all this will be decided by the client. I would just let the client know this is what you need, and the client would just buy themselves. I don't sell items. Yes,
mm.
and so these are all the basic elements. No artificial stones that will cost 10,000, 20,000, like a crystal cave. My client ever asked me, "Hey, master, can a crystal cave change my life?" I say yes if you use it correctly, but to get the same impact, you can just put a live plants that cost $30. It gives you the same impact.
Okay. You save money for them as well.
Oh yes, oh
Yeah.
yes.
So, Master Cool. So, in terms of like people who might want to engage your services, or maybe like to find out more about about the training portion of it, or like to basically look for you for consultation kind of wise. How
Sure.
would they be able to reach out to you?
Okay, if they can scan my QR code at the background, all right, it leads
Okay.
to my business so-called business card straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it okay if I type my contact number in the chat?
Yeah,
So
sure, sure, sure. I
people
mean,
be
you
interested.
can. Okay. I mean, I can also share your contact number,
Oh, sure,
at
please go
the
ahead.
comment page of the
Yeah.
video later on. So anybody
Okay.
who are keen to engage Master Cool's services, or to talk to him more with regards to the feng shui and destiny kind of questions. Yeah. So you can contact him directly and chat with him. Yeah, no issue, right, Master Cool?
No issue. And I want to say this. Really thank Ping for giving me the opportunity to share what I practice, right?
Yeah, no
With you
problem.
guys, and anybody who mentions that he got my contact because of the Ping talk session, I am ready to give this person a discount if
Wow.
he or she engages my service. Yeah, yes,
All right,
this is
all
for
right.
Ping, right?
Wow. Grateful, Master Koo, for giving
Yes,
this little discount. Yeah.
yes.
Okay, and of course, our times, we have half an hour session. So, of course, I think that there's definitely a lot of things that Master Koo you are able to talk in many many hours. Okay, but due to time limit, and I think that for the gist of what you have shared, I think it's really very helpful for those people who are here. And like I said, anybody who wants to find out more about Master Koo's knowledge, services, experience, feel free to check out with him directly, which I will share his contact number in the comment after this in the YouTube video. So once again, Master Koo, thank you so much for spending your half an hour on a Wednesday evening, and I will catch up with you again.
Thank you, Ping,
Okay,
and
and thanks for those people who are here. Thank you very much as well.
yeah, and happy Chinese New Year, everyone, and
Happy
yourself,
Chinese.
Ping.
Yep. Thank you. Okay,
Thank
bye.
you,
Bye, everyone.
thank
Thank
you,
you.
bye, thank you.